there! This is Storytime with Chestermere Public Library. I'm Shannon, and today I'm going to read One Wild Christmas, written and illustrated by Nicholas Oland. All right, let's see what we got going on today. One Wild Christmas. There was once a bear, a moose, and a beaver whose very favorite time of year was Christmas. On their first Christmas Eve together, the three friends were busy preparing food, hanging their stockings, putting up lights, and wrapping presents. Everything had to be done to perfection. But when they turned their attention to trimming the Christmas tree, they suddenly realized that they had forgotten the most important decoration of all. "I thought you were getting the tree," says Beaver. Quickly, the moose, the beaver, rushed out into the forest. The bear followed close behind. First, they came across a maple tree. "Too small," says the moose. Next, they saw a birch tree. "Too white," says the beaver. Then they bumped into a towering cedar tree. "Too big," says the bear. None were quite right. Finally, they found a pine tree. It was sweet smelling. It had long, soft needles. It was just the right size. "Now that's a beautiful tree," says Bear. But to the bear's horror, the beaver went to chop down the tree. The beaver loved all living things, especially trees. And this was the most beautiful tree he had ever seen. The three friends had a big problem. There was no way the bear would let the beaver and the moose harm this tree. And the beaver and the moose were not about to let the bear get in the way of their perfect Christmas tree. "Charge!" says Beaver, running at Bear. Oh, look at that. They had an argument. The bear swung Beaver and Moose around, and they tumbled in the air, and they plopped on top of each other. It was a short argument. The moose and the beaver were no match for the bear's strength as he carries and drags them away. The bear was happy the tree was safe, but he worried that his love of trees might ruin their Christmas. Look at that. He tied Moose and Beaver to the tree. Then he had an idea, as the birdie tweets in his ear. Tweet, tweet. The bear grabbed his sled and raced home. I wonder what he's doing. Back at the cabin, the bear gathered all of the food, decorations, and presents, and carefully loaded everything onto his sled. The bear's journey back proved a little more difficult. Oh my goodness. He goes up a hill and he falls down the hill. All this stuff falls out of his big bag on his sled. He packs it all up and then he hauls it back out off the cliff. The moose and the beaver were relieved to see their friend, and as soon as they saw the sled loaded with presents, food, and Christmas decorations, they knew exactly what the bear had in mind. Together, the friends set up a table with all the food, using the sled. They arranged their stockings and hung all the ornaments and placed the presents under the tree. Then, when they were all done, they had a snowball fight. At last, The bear, the moose, and the beaver were ready to celebrate. Not only did they agree that this tree was perfect, it was also the perfect Christmas. Oh, look at it. That is a perfect tree and a perfect Christmas. And you know, any Christmas is a perfect Christmas. As long as you love people. You love family and friends. All right, everybody. Thank you for reading One Wild Christmas with us. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Where's Dad? Mommy?